per kickoff. So we're about ready to get things underway here for week number 4 of the 2012 football season on a beautiful night here at Viking Stadium from the Kenneth Olson press box. It's Darren Swenson and John Carlson with you. Arenas with the kick, and we are underway. It's a short kick that bounces near the 25. Edie takes it on a hop near sideline 21. Up the sideline 30. He's to the 35 and ridden to the sideline. At the 40-yard line, tackle credit will be to Zach Rye. Vikes with great field position once again.
Yeah, great field position there. A good job by the wedge of the Viking return. I thought Charles City did a really good job of trying to pin that ball into the corner. Wasn't very deep kick, but did pin it in the corner. Edie did what he could to get up the field and picks up a nice first down or yard gain for the Vikes.
First and 10 from the 40. Johnson left, Schwartz wing left, split backs Josie and Holt. Given a trap play left side. Holt Johansson, big hole, 45-50. He's to the 45, runs to the 40 and carried to the sideline. At the Decorah 36-yard line, the tackle credit will be to Brian Foster. Big hole at the point of attack for Holt Johansson. He runs for 24 and a first and 10.
Well, he ran for about 20 yards there. Nobody touched him. It was a trap play, if I'm not mistaken, where we ran Jewel up the middle and really cleared some distance out there for Johansson.
First and 10, 36-yard line. Split backs to the backfield. Wing left is Schwartz. Split to the left side, Brighton Meyer. Given a wing back sweep, Drew Schwartz gets a block from Johansson, runs to the 30. He's to the 25, and down he goes. Inside the 25 at the 23-yard line. It'll be a first down. Adam Stout in on the stop again, a gain of 13.
Well, just pounding ground on the ground, Darren. Really, nobody touched him. There was a wall of Viking offensive linemen out there. Hovden Osley did an outstanding job giving him clearance, as well as Holt Johansson out there too.
First and 10, 23-yard line, no score, 30 seconds in. Receivers left and right, split backs to the backfield. Qualley dropping back to throw, plenty of time. Throws the left side. Catch made by Schwartz inside the 15, and he'll be brought down right at the 15-yard line. Combination tackle of Alex Mitchell, as well as Dylan Montag in on the stop. It is a gain of 9 yards, or a gain of 8 yards.
Well, drug Schwartz across the middle. Peter was running across that sideline there as well. He was open too, but Qualley did a good job getting Schwartz football and picks up 8 yards.
Second and 2 from the 15. Holt and Josie in a split back tandem. Brighton Meyer split to the left side, give to Josie, hit in the backfield, bounces off a defender, carries ahead to the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down. They had a chance to bring Josie down to the backfield, couldn't do it. The tackle goes to Alex Mitchell. It's a gain of 5.
Well, they shot a linebacker right in the gap where we were trying to run. It was just a fullback. I think it was a 6 off that power side, and they shot the backer through. But Josie had enough presence of mind to understand the backer was coming, shed him off, and picked up first down.
No score, a minute and a half in. First and 10, just outside the 10-yard line for Decorah, moving right to left. Under center is Qualley, long counted line. He'll take the snap, give it a wing back sweep to Holt Johansson to the 10, and brought down inside the 5 along the near side numbers at the 3-yard line. Brian Foster, the man that brought him down. It's a gain of 7 yards.
Give Johnson a lot of credit. That's Brett Johnson on our edge. The wideout had enough of a seal block. Johansson was able to tuck it in. I think that was a quick side blocking at that time as well, giving Johansson some great lane to run through on that sweep play.
So, second and 3 from the 3-yard line. Meyer left, Schwartz wing left, tight end right. Peter split backs with Jewel and Johansson. Give to Holt left side, finds a gap to the end zone for the touchdown. 2:11 into this one, and the Vikes on the board on the Holt Johansson 3-yard touchdown run, his second rushing touchdown of the season.
Well, went off the power side there. Just Johansson lead play, and a great job causing some interference. Nobody touched him till he was about 2 yards already in the end zone, bowled somebody over in the way, and the Vikes are on the scoreboard.
Josh Lee on for the PAT. He is 14 for 15 in said category. Peter Kephart is the snapper, and Bryce Pierce will be the holder. The swinging gate from the left hash mark to the center of the field. Snap, spot, kick. Nice hold by Pierce. The kick is up, and it is good. It's 7-0 Decorah. We are 2:11 into the ball game. This break for Randy's CarQuest Auto Parts. 7-0 Decorah. We're 2:11 into the ball game. When you come into a game as a big favorite, sometimes you're worried about the focus going in. So far, last couple of weeks, there's been nothing to worry about, John.
No, and nothing to lead you to believe that here on the first offensive series by the Vikes. Just a well-oiled machine. Really everything working really good there on that first drive, and now it's on the special teams and defense. Let's see if we can get after it again.
Josh Lee kicking off from right to left, averaging 57 yards a kick. Back deep is Alex Mitchell on the near side, and 20 yards a return, and Adam Murray on the far side, averaging 25 yards a return. Lee's kick is deep, and that one will land in the end zone, so a touchback for Lee. And the defense will start first down and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, Josh, again, Darren, it looks like he's been getting a little bit more power with each kick, and right there did it. Got it in the end zone, and going to force Charles City to have to go 80 yards to pay dirt.
And the quarterback for Charles City is Levi Miller. He brings his troops up to the line of scrimmage. Dylan Montag will be split to the right side. A wingback on the right side will be Adam Stout. The tight end on the right side will be Luke Johnson. Miller will be in the pistol formation, and I think they got the wrong football in the game right now, as Charles City and Decorah will discuss which football should be in the game as of this time.
Good heavens.
So Adam Murray will be the setback, and Brian Foster will also be in the backfield with Miller. At least they're giving us plenty of time to set the formation.
Hey.
Got to say a couple of hellos. Tyler Smith listening in up in Winona. And also a kid that has to work, study 7 to 9 every Friday night up at Luther College, our boy Blake Moen.
There you go.
Listening in, sitting at the Region Center desk and killing his time listening to Swenson and JC.
Well,
let's say listening to Viking football.
Hey,
that sounds better.
That's a lot better.
Pistol set, wingback right, split to the right side is Montag. Foster in motion right to left. Miller dropping back to throw. He's under pressure. He rolls to his right side, being chased by Peter. He throws it away, incomplete. And that should be an intentional grounding, and there's the flag. There was not a receiver within the same area code of where Miller was throwing that ball.
Well, pressure again. And, yep, intentional grounding is a call. Really nowhere to go with the football. Decorah had all options. It was just a boot play, trying to go away from the defense. And got to give Andy Hovden. I think Ashbacker was in there. And
Michael Peter had the other good rush.
Yeah, Michael Peter as well. So
it'll be a spot foul from the 10-yard line. And that is probably a rule that most people don't understand, because in college and pro football, he was outside the pocket and he could have thrown that ball away. That is not the rule in high school football. It's going to be a spot foul from the 10-yard line, and they'll mark him back 5 yards from there. So in essence, it ends up being a 15-yard penalty. So it's second down and 25. Back to the Charles City 5-yard line. Moving left to right are the Comets, trailing 7-0. Miller in the pistol, split backs in the backfield. Miller takes, pitch goes to Johnson, right side. He escapes the defender in the backfield and moves ahead to the 4-yard line. That was Adam Murray, my mistake. He escaped the tackle attempt of Peter, but Peter slowed him down enough to allow Austin Ashbacker and Josh Eady to bring him down for a loss of a yard.
Well, it was a power sweep, Darren, and Peter had a shot at him in the end zone for a safety. Escaped that tackle, but as you mentioned, slowed him up enough to allow his teammates to come in and make a good team tackle.
Viking opponents just 6 of 35 on third down conversions. It's third and a walk-on for Charles City, 3rd and 26 from the 4-yard line. Miller takes, gives on a fullback trap play to Foster, breaks a tackle at the 5, runs to the right side and brought down along the right side. Numbers tripped up by Johnson, finished off by Jewell at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but they needed a lot more than that. And another 3-and-out, 17 and 32 possessions from this Vikings defense.
Stout again. I think that was more to give them a chance at some clearance right there to get out of their own depths of their own territory. It was a lead play, a trap play, and Decorah sniffed it out well. Not after they got 6 yards, though.
Arenas averaging 31 3 a punt. Johnson and Jewell back deep for Decorah. Snap back in good shape, no pressure. He'll move forward, get the kick away. This comes down to Jewell at the 39, middle of the field. Runs to his right to the 35, spins away from a defender, lunges ahead and brought down along the far side hash mark at the 29-yard line. So the punt goes 29, and Josie brings it back 9. Great field position in again for Decorah. 8:15 to play first quarter, 7-0 Vikings.
Thing I like about Joe's returning, Darren, no nonsense, just goes straight forward, straight ahead, gets his shoulders north and south, and did a good job there picking up positive yardage on the return.
Vikes moving right to left, split to the right side is Johnson. Wing right is Schwartz. Split backs with Josie and Holt. Tight end left side is Peter. Drop it a throw is Qualley. He has plenty of time. He fires down the middle of the field going for Brett Johnson, and he couldn't hang on. It was knocked away from him at the last second. Incomplete. Dylan Montag knocked the football away as they tried to hit Brett Johnson at second down.
Well, Darren, that was right on the money. You got to give the defense credit.
Yep.
Johnson had it in the breadbasket. He would have come down with it. But as you mentioned, an outstanding defensive play there by Dylan Montag to separate the ball. A textbook play, actually, because he looked up right when the ball was there and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Brenton Meyer split to the right side. Wing back right is Schwartz. Split backs Holt and Jewell. Pitch goes to Josie left side. Hole and more. He runs to the 20. He runs to the 15. Up the hash mark to the end zone. Touchdown, Josie Jewell. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season, and not even 4 minutes in, it's 13-0 Decorah.
Wasn't even touched on the play, Darren, behind our power side. It was the pitch play to Josie. Holt did a good job causing some interference, but really that power side, Peter, Hovden, and Osley, along with Kephart, did an outstanding job of providing some great blocks up front on that pitch play, and Josie did the rest. Good vision as well to make a cutback move when defenders were at him and find some green space for the touchdown.
Josh Lee on for the PAT. Swinging gate into formation. Snap back to Bryce Pierce's money from Kephart, and the kick is up, and it is good. So we are 3:58 into the ball game. It's 14-0 Decorah, and let's take a break for Spot and Rose Lumber. 29 yards, 2 plays, 13 seconds off the clock. Josie Jewell with his 5th rushing touchdown, his 6th overall touchdown of the season. And Decorah up by a 14-0 margin. You okay over there?
We got it.
Booth still in one spot. As Josh Lee kicks off, this is going to be a deep kick, and it's going to send Adam Murray a yard deep into the end zone. So 2 kickoffs and 2 touchbacks for Josh Lee. 1st and 10 for Charles City from the 20-yard line. Now trailing 14-0 in this ball game.
Josh again gets it into the end zone. Maybe wasn't as deep, but you're not going to be picking anytime you get the ball in the end zone. Make the other team go 80 yards again.
Spirit buttons are being sold in the Booster Club stand for $2.
Moving right to left are the Comets. Thomas Nearin to the right side. Slot to the right side is Adam Stout. 2 receivers left side. Miller in the pistol and Murray behind him. Miller will take the snap. He'll retreat in the pocket, being chased by Hovden as he throws the right side. Incomplete. It was Thomas Nearin, the intended receiver, got his feet tangled up with Brent Johnson. Nearin complaining for pass interference, but to no avail, and it was nowhere near pass interference. 2nd down.
Well, they tried a wheel route there to the edge, Darren, and Johnson had no part of it. They're in hand-to-hand combat, as you mentioned, and just really a good no call. There was both guys touching each other, and really good no call.
4 receivers, 2 to either side. Miller in the pistol and Murray behind him. Miller takes the snap, short drop, throws the left side, and it's wide of the mark, incomplete, going for Brian Foster, covered by Josie Jewell in the Decorah zone. It's 3rd down upcoming. Vikes playing with 5 in the secondary, 2 at the linebacking core, and 4 up front in this coverage.
Darren, there was a wide receiver. Foster was open. I think the ball maybe got a little tipped at the line of scrimmage. Hard to tell from our vantage point right there because it was to our far sideline, but nonetheless, incomplete pass.
Foster and Montag to the left side. 2 receivers to the right near side. 3rd and 10 from the 2014 nothing Decorah. Drop it a throw is Miller. Miller under pressure. He's at the 5-yard line, and he's getting dumped. Michael Peter got to him first. Austin Ashbacker and Andy Hovden also in the neighborhood. A loss of 16 and 4th down.
Well, Miller absolutely nowhere to go with the football. It looked like they were maybe trying to set up a screen to the edge, but linebackers did a good job covering up the running back where he wanted to throw the football, and Michael Peter gave him a good, hard, solid toss to the ground for the sack.
Jose Arenas on in punt formation, his first one. Punt with 29. Snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Coming down to Johnson, center of the field at the 40 run. 1-2 is right to the 35 to the 30. Johnson ahead to the 25-20. Keeps his balance. 15 inside the 10 and wrestled down at the 5-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle made by Brian Foster. A 36-yard return, making a 34-yard return to the 7 for Brett Johnson.
That's an outstanding job, Darren, of blocking up front. Decorah has really been sound all year in the special teams, but they showed it right there. And you got to give Brett credit as well for having the vision of understanding where the blocks are going, and then to pick up yards. Might need to have a new nickname for him. This kid showed some wheels there and got inside almost inside the 5-yard line.
First down and 10. Call it the 7. Johnson to the right side. Wing back right is Cole Sweska. Split backs with Josie and Holt. Tight end left near side is Peter Give is to Gavin Nimrod, right side, lunging to the end zone for the touchdown. One play after the big punt return, the third rushing touchdown of the season for Gavin Nimrod. 20-0 Decorah, 7:01 to play, quarter number 1.
I think it was Josie, Darren, but there was a backer that fired in the spot where we were trying to run the football, and Josie absolutely obliterated that guy that was firing, which allowed Nimrod the opportunity to get in the end zone, and Gavin did a good job for fighting for those extra yards and had enough strength and ability to get in.
Bryce Pierce this time for the PAT. It is spotted, it is booted, it is up, it is good. And it's 21-0 Decorah, 7:01 to play here in quarter number 1. Let's take a timeout for Hacker Nelson, CPAs and business consultants. 21-0. Decorah leading Charles City, and we're not even 5 minutes into the ball game. Josh Lee kicking off from right to left to restart the ball game. This one is seemingly going to be returnable, but it does go a yard deep into the end zone where it's caught there by Alex Mitchell. So Josh Lee 3 for 3 on the touchbacks. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Sounds like a broken record every time starting on the... We kind of take it for granted, Darren. We've had outstanding kickers in the program, and Josh is another one, and just doing an outstanding job kicking again. So
the Comets will move left to right. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. 21-0 Decorah. Split to the left side, Dylan Montag. Luke Johnson, tight end left. Wing back left is Adam Stout. Miller takes option right side, being chased by Dustin Smith. He's hit by James Astley and taken out at the sideline, right at the 20-yard line. As Miller tried the option right side, ran a lot to get nothing. Second and 10.
Well, good lateral pursuit there by our linebackers. Jewell was over there. Osley, the near side linebacker nearest towards us, did a good job of escorting him out to the boundary. There was also probably 2 or 3 other Decorah defenders as well. I think Michael Peter was one, and Johnson on the edge was another. That would have been Sweska on that side as well.
So second and 10 at the 20-yard line. Double wing set. Miller in the pistol. Murray behind him. Split to the right side is Montag. In motion right to left is Adam Stout. Give us to Murray left side. Runs into Josie Jewell and gets pulled down at the 17. Andy Hubden stood him up front. Josie Jewell pulled him down from behind. It's a loss of 3. It's 3rd and 13 for Charles City.
People might say that was all Josie's play, Darren, but that play wouldn't have been made if the line on that side of Michael Peter as well as Andy Hubden and Tyler Hovey wouldn't have held their blocks, which allowed Josie to snake through there and get the tackle for the loss.
So it's 3rd down at 13, 21-0 Decorah. Miller takes the snap, fakes the pitch, fires deep down the right sideline, going for Montag, picked off. Josh Lee at the 47, up the near sideline to the 40, brought down by Foster at the 36-yard line. Josh Lee with interception number 2 on the season, and the Viking defense forces the turnover.
Well, a takeaway there, and really a ball thrown up for grabs. They were trying the home run ball there to the edge, and quarterback had time to throw, just underthrew the football, similar to Mr. Cutler last night.
Easy.
anyways, I want to take
6:10
that
mark,
big
first quarter, 21-0 Decorah. And it looks like the number one still in there. Qualley, quick toss, right side, caught by Johnson at the 30, runs inside the 25 and brought down to the center of the field by Adam Murray at the 23-yard line. Well executed on the slant. 14 to the good and a 1st and 10.
Well, Brett Johnson ran a clean route there, just a slant, as Darren alluded to. Qualley did, and he has, Darren, put the ball on the money every single slant he's thrown this year. And right there, Brett Johnson caught it and then picked up 14 yards after the catch.
Vikes right to left, 1st and 10 at the 23. Meyer to the right side, Schwartz wing right, split backs Josie and Holt, tight end left side is Peter. Qualley on the keeper right side, running laterally to his right, trying to circle around defenders, finds an opening to the 20, stays inbounds inside the 15, and down he goes at the 12-yard line. There's a flag down near the 27. Perhaps he got some illegal help.
Yeah, I think it might have been I believe it was wide receiver on that edge, might have been Meyer. Nonetheless, block in the back, and it's going to push it back. That really aided him, Darren, to get that yardage. And it's going to be a big penalty, a big penalty as yards-wise here to push him back.
The penalty occurred at the 27, so you penalize him to the 37, so it's 1st down and 24 for Decorah. Football on the right side hash mark. 21-0 Decorah, 5:37 to play, 1st quarter. Brett Johnson brings in the play from the near side.
1st and 24.
Kephart goes over the football on the far or right side hash mark. Schwartz to the right side, Johnson to left. Peter wing back left, I formation with Johansson and Jewell. Qualley takes, gives off the left side. Johansson, big hole. He runs to the 30, gets a block to the 20, speeds inside the 15, and down he goes. It's Michael Savaroff, my mistake. Michael Savaroff brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain on the play of 29 and a 1st down for Decorah.
Good team play, Darren. Blocking was sound. The quick side of that time of Smorstead, and I believe it was Hovey on the outside there did a good job of providing blocks, and Savorov running hard as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line, 5-minute mark, 1st quarter, 21-0 Decorah. Savaroff and Smith in the I formation, give to Dustin Smith off the left side. He is ridden down by Luke Johnson near the 5-yard line. A flag comes from the line judge on the near side, and it was on the tackle, perhaps a face mask. Luke Johnson in on the
Lucas Johnson
flag. It's a face mask against Charles City.
Really, Darren, the first time we've seen at the point of attack there not being a hole tonight, and that's the credit of the offensive line. Smith was helped there with that penalty to get more yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Qualley under his center. Kephart drops the snap, keeps it off the right side, dragged down from behind by Luke Johnson near the 2-yard line. The drop, the snap messed up the timing on the play. It is 3rd down or 2nd down upcoming. The box has 3rd down. It should be 2nd down because they got the down over. Come on, Dad man.
we gotta have some faults out there, right?
Exactly.
You gotta pick on Dad man.
2nd and goal at the 2 after no gain on the previous play. 4:20 mark, 1st quarter, 21-0 the score. Decorah on top. Brighton Meyer to the left side. Wing left is Schwartz. Tight end right, it's Peter. Split backs with Josie and Holt. Qualley under his center. Kephart takes the snap, gives to Dustin Smith. Right side, he's in. Touchdown! Dustin Smith with his first touchdown of 2012, his 2nd career touchdown. 27-0 Decorah. 4:05 to play, quarter number 1.
Well, anytime you run behind Big Andy Hubden, he's probably going to give you some gaps to run through, and that's exactly what happened right there, running through that power side. Hubden and I believe who else came in for Osley this series?
McKinley McCabe.
McKinley McCabe providing some good point of attack blocking up there of understanding where we're going with the football, and Smith finished it off.
Josh Lee for the PAT. Snap spot kick up and good. And Decorah, 8 minutes into this one, is controlling things in all facets. It's a 28-0 lead for Decorah. And let's take a timeout for the good folks at Decorah Tire Service. 4 possessions, 4 scores for Decorah. 3 possessions, 3 3-and-outs for Charles City. 28-0 Decorah leads it here in the first quarter. Darren Swenson, John Carlson with you from the Kenneth Olson press box at Viking Stadium tonight, as Josh Lee, who has put the ball in the end zone 3 times, will kick it deep. And this one will come down to Murray at the 1. Straight ahead, 5, 10, runs to his right to 15, escapes a defender across the 20 and dragged down near the 25-yard line. So the Comets will have their best field position of the night. Kyle Kane and Josh Eady brought down Murray. First and 10, 25-yard line as the defense back onto the field. 34 opponent possessions this year, 19 3-and-outs, including 3 tonight. Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right. Miller in the pistol, and the wingback behind him. Here's the swing pass left side, incomplete. Adam Murray was the back behind him. They tried to go with a swing pass left side. Murray wasn't looking for the ball, and if Josie Jewell was looking a second earlier, it would be 34-0 Decorah.
Yeah, it might have been there. They tried this. It was open, just wide of the mark, and Charles City all out of sorts on the offensive end.
Receivers left and right, slot to the left, slot to the right. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miller takes the snap, drops back to throw. 4-man rush for Decorah. They throw the left side. Picked off again by Eady at the 38. Runs to the 30. Up the far sideline. 25, 20. Eady, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! The second pick of the night for Josh Eady turns into 6. 34-0 Decorah. 3:41 to play. Quarter number 1.
Well, Darren, you got to give Eady credit, but you got to give the blockers up front credit as well. Josie, again, obliterated I don't know who it was, but just absolutely obliterated somebody on the edge. And it was 6 down the sideline, and give Eady credit, he cut it back in, but that play was absolutely blown up by good blocking up front as well.
Bryce Pierce for the PAT, up and good out of Quali's hold. 35-0 Decorah. Just a reminder, running clock doesn't start till the second half. 3:41 to play first quarter. Let's take another timeout. This one for Olson Explosives. Well, the offense having so much fun scoring tonight, the defense decides to get into that end of things. Second defensive touchdown of the year. I'm assuming Eady didn't need oxygen at the end of that one, unlike the first one we saw with Andy Hovden. I think
you might needed oxygen there, big fella.
Not saying the same for the play-by-play guy, but nonetheless. Well, bottom line, it's just been impressive. By the way, Vinton Schillsburg leading Western Dubuque 7-0 in the first quarter, as Josh Lee's kick is going deep and landing 3 yards deep into the end zone. So the defense on again.
I was going to bring up this point on the last kickoff. It's the point, though, where you almost want to have him not kick a touch. I mean, I know it's a weapon, but at the same time, too, you also want to get some practice, to be able to field, and go against a return, because you don't know when he's not going to be able to kick it in the end zone, and that's something to bring up. But nonetheless, Josh doing a great job once again. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. New players into the game for Decorah as the snap goes over the head of Miller. It's taken by Foster inside the 10, and he's going to get buried by Holt Johansson and Andy Strand back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 12 yards. Nothing going right for the Comets at this point. Well, anytime you get blitzkrieg like this at the beginning of the game, young kids especially, just not paying attention, just snapping, or quarterback and center not on the same wavelength there, and ball goes over their head. And as you alluded to, anytime you run the pistol, that's bound to happen.
Up front, Savarov, Truin, Josh Carlin, as well as Holt Johansson. Second down and 22 from the 8-yard line. Give off the right side to Adam Murray. He'll run ahead to the 10 and get gang tackled from there along the right or near side hash mark. Murray gets a couple. Bottom of the pile, Bryce Pierce as well as Peter Kephart. Correction, it was Foster, the ball carrier. A gain of 2. 3rd and to walk on for Charles City, trailing 35-0. We are only in the first quarter. Peter Kephart and Brady Dolly and Andy Strand are at the linebackers right now. Cole Sweska, Brady Dolly, Dylan Henning, Holt Johansson, and Bryce Pierce in the secondary for Decorah. 3rd and 20 from the 10-yard line. Trap play left side. Brian Foster looking for some room. Doesn't find much as he finds a gap out to the 12-yard line. Coming off the bottom of the file that time, Peter Kephart, Josh Carlin, Michael Savaroff, also McKinley McCabe, who was in there on that series. So it's 4th down, yet another 3 and out by the Viking defense, and that time it wasn't the number ones.
No, good team defense, Darren. Just a solid scheme. The Dr. Truan just keeps on, keeps on dialing up good defense, and they look like they're going to go for it there, but then they fell back into the.
And Miller is going to be the punter this time. They're going to send a man in motion, Murray, from right to left. Miller's going to move forward and get the kick away, angled to the near side. Fair catch called for by Pierce, but he gets away from it. It's going to carry him inside the 50, and down it goes at the 49-yard line. So a 39-yard punt, no return. 35-0 Decorah, 1:29 to play first quarter. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDC. Decorah and KDCRadio.com. And we got to say hi to someone listening in out in San Diego, California. You go back to the 97 playoff game, probably the most entertaining Decorah Charles City game. The game was won on an interception by Paul Seiler. He's got us on the internet out in California.
Well, hey, Paul. Glad you're listening in. Hopefully the Vikes well on their way to bringing you a victory. 1st down and 10 at the 50-yard line. Bryce Pierce, option right side, makes the pitch to Nimrod, looking to turn upfield, angling right to the 50. He's to the 45 and brought down at the 41-yard line. It was an attempted horse collar tackle, but since the tackle wasn't finished, it is not a penalty. As Nimrod brought down on the play by Michael Bonwell, it's a gain of 9 yards. Well, Bryce made it the right read, Darren. He ran the option to the right. Nimrod was there as the pitch man, and he pitched it when the defense committed. And give Gavin credit there for turning the ball upfield and doing a good job picking up 9 yards on 1st down.
Cole Rohrer will be split to the left side. Wing back on the left side is Dustin Carey. I formation with Andy Strand and Nimrod. Give to Nimrod right side. Big hole and more. He gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He ran behind Andy Strand, the fullback, that time. He was brought down on the play by Bonwell. It is a gain of 11 yards. So Nimrod getting 11 on that previous play. So second unit picking up where the first unit left off here tonight. As we're at 35 seconds left here in the first quarter, it's 35-0 Decorah. To the right side, we'll go Sean Denning. To the left side, we'll go Dustin Carey. I formation in the backfield, Nimrod and Strand. And a wing back to the right side. Sean Truan snaps it to Bryce Pierce, who gives to Andy Strand off right guard. And Strand will get ahead to the 25-yard line. And that will be the first quarter of play. So 35-0 Decorah leads it after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a timeout for Vic's Heating and Plumbing. We'll get the stats here in a moment, but the stats are going to tell the story of this one. It's been all Decorah. End of the first quarter, 35-0. And the number 2 unit's already in the game. The number 1 offensive unit scored the first 5 times they had the ball. Stats here in the first quarter. Decorah 144 yards rushing, Charles City negative 20. Decorah 22 passing, Charles City 0. Decorah 166 yards of total offense, Charles City negative 20. Holt Johansson 3 for 35 and a score. Josie Jewell 2 for 34 and a score. 1 for 25 for Michael Savaroff, and David Nimrod 3 for 28 and a score. Quali 2 of 3 passing, 22 yards. As Sean Truan is in on the offensive line, Cole Hamilton and Nicholas Gosling are on the quick side. McKinley McCabe and Josh Carlin on the power side. Keeper right side, Bryce Pierce, as Decorah goes left to right. He gets ridden down by Luke Johnson amongst others inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. So it is a 3rd down upcoming. As you can tell by the stats after quarter number 1, John, really not a lot of doubt in this one at this point, but you got to keep playing football. There's 3 quarters of a game left.
Yeah, you do, and a good time to get a lot of guys in like we have been doing in the previous few games, and right there, Pierce did a good job riding it out the power side, try to provide some blocks for him, but give Charles City credit too on that last play for Corral and Pierce.
First third down play of the night for Decorah. 3rd and 4 from the 24. Give off the left side to Nimrod. First down and more, running left, ridden down by Luke Johnson inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Nimrod able to get 7 behind the blocking of Andy Strand. So the Vikes move the sticks on their first third down conversion of the night as they move to the east end zone, the end zone to our right here at Viking Stadium. They lead at 35-0.
That time went behind the quick side and really did a good job opening up a gap for him to run through. Anytime you're reading off linebackers making stops, you're doing a good job, and that's exactly what the offensive line did right there.
To the right side will go Sean Denning. Wing back right, Dustin Carey. Tight end left, Kyle Kane. I formation with Nimrod and Strand. Pierce takes the snap. Gives on a wing back sweep to Dustin Carey. His first varsity carry gets knocked back from the 19-yard line. Reading the play well was Luke Johnson from his linebacker position. Also helping out on the play was Nick Kaler. It's a loss of 2. Second down and 12 upcoming. 10:27 to play, second quarter, 35-0 Decorah.
Well, we didn't have very good blocking there, Darren, at the point of attack. We were trying to run the football on that wingback sweep play. But you got to give Charles City credit, too, for shedding off the blocks and getting down the line of scrimmage and making a stop for a loss.
2nd and 13 from the 20-yard line. To the right side will go Dylan Henning. Wingback right is Carey. Tight end on the left side is Kane. I formation, Nimrod and Strand. Pierce off, play action, has time. Throws deep down the right sideline, going for Carey. Incomplete. He got his left hand on the football, but couldn't corral it. In the near side corner of the end zone, he was open in the Charles City zone between Adam Murray and Brian Foster, but couldn't corral it. It's 3rd and long for Decorah.
Well, I love the throw by Pierce, Darren. That was right on the money, and that's just a timing issue. Carey and him just have to get on the same page there of understanding. And Dustin's got to turn his head, I think, the other way to make that catch. But like that play call, just ran Carey on a drag route across the middle, and unfortunately fell incomplete.
3rd and 13 from the 20-yard line. Roar left, Carey right. Tight end right is Kane. Split backs with Nimrod and Strand. Pitch to Nimrod right side, ridden down from behind by Luke Johnson, who read the play from the get-go on the near or right side hash mark at the 19-yard line. Field goal unit on for Decorah.
Well, Johnson again, Darren, he's been all over the field. You understand why he has 50 tackles on the season. I think you've read his name off almost on every single Decorah play if it hasn't gone in the end zone. And really did a fine job on that quick pitch to the outside. And good time here for Josh Lee to practice to get a good field goal try in.
Kephart will snap. Pierce will hold. Angle from the right side. 35-yard attempt. He made a 37-yarder last week. Snap. Spot kick. It is up, and it is good. Josh Lee on a 35-yard field goal. Vikings take a 38-0 lead with 9:13 to play here in quarter number 1, or half number 1. Let's take a break for C.J. Huber, your Farm Bureau insurance agent. 38-0 Decorah. Vikes don't get it into the end zone that time, but they do get 3 points on the field goal. Josh Lee kicking off from left to right for the first time tonight. This will come down to the 3-yard line, and Adam Murray far side to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Runs across the 25 and gets brought down as he ran it right up the hash mark to the 24-yard line. It was Devin Jostan, amongst others, in on the stop. So first down and 10 at the 24-yard line as Murray returned it. 20 yards. Comets moving left to right offensively, or right to left offensively, trailing 38-0 with 9:06 to play here in the second quarter. Dylan Montag to the left side. Off to the right side, Adam Stout. Miller in the pistol, double wing set. Murray behind him. New players into the game for Decorah. Give on a wingback sweep to Foster. Foster hit at the 25 and dragged down. Right near the line of scrimmage on secondary run support that time was Dustin Carey. Gain of 0, 2nd and 10.
Great job by Dustin to come up from his, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a cornerback, come up from his cornerback position to make a sure-handed tackle. And good to see Matt Whittle in there too, Darren.
Yep.
He's been injured a little bit, and I think this might be his first game back.
Played a little at the end of last week.
Okay.
Michael Savaroff, Josh Carlin, also Michael Ruiz and Michael Witter up front for Decorah. Given a wingback sweep to Foster, loses control of his footing, but moves straight ahead off right tackle across the 30 and finished off by Peter Kephart at the 32-yard line. Foster runs for 8. Third down upcoming for Charles City. 8-minute mark, second quarter, 38-0 Decorah. Also in there at the corners, Bryce Pierce and Dustin Carey. The deep safety is Dylan Henning. Cole Sweska is actually in at a quarter. Carey is in at a safety. It's Dolly in at the safety. And the two linebackers right now are Peter Kephart and Andy Strand. Miller takes the snap, gives to Foster, runs the right side. Hit by Kephart, escapes his tackle, runs across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Initial first down of the night for Charles City as he was brought down by the combination of Kephart and Dylan Henning. So a gain of 3 yards. So 1st and 10 for Charles City as they move the sticks for the first time tonight.
That play has really been the most successful play they ran, is just that simple lead play.
So, 1st and 10, 36-yard line. Stout in motion right to left. Give to Murray in the backfield. Clamped in, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Carlin and Ruiz combining on the stop. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Great job there up front of Ruiz. And Carlin, as you mentioned, stopping the ball carrier for no gain.
2nd and 10 it'll be from the Charles City 35-yard line. Vikes scored the first 5 times they had the ball with touchdowns. The next time with a field goal. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Give is to Stout off the left side. Ran down right near the line of scrimmage. They'll mark him at the 36-yard line. It was Holt, Johansson, and Whittle bringing him down. It's a gain of little, if nothing, 3rd and circa 10.
Great job there by Johansson from his linebacker spot of understanding where the football was going and shedding off a block and getting to the ball carrier.
Nimrod and Johansson at the short safeties now. Cole Hamilton is in at the left defensive end. At the left defensive tackle is Sam Johnson. Right defensive tackle McKinley McCabe. Dropping a throw is Miller. Has plenty of time. Throws downfield. Threw it behind Foster. Incomplete. It's 4th down upcoming for Charles City. So they get their initial first down, but then the defense holds. 4th and 10 at the 35-yard line. 38-0 Decorah. 6:06 to play here in the second quarter.
Foster was open, Darren, in that Viking zone, but the ball was thrown behind him and really had no chance to catch the football.
So Miller lining up in the pistol formation. Now he's going to retreat to a punt formation, a rugby spread punt formation for Charles City. Murray the motion man, and now Miller's going to throw. The left side catch made by Montang across the 50 and dragged down at the 45-yard line in Decorah territory along the near side. Numbers by Cole Sweska. The fake punt goes for 20 yards and a first down.
They ran a slant pattern, Darren, on the fake. And he was absolutely wide open. I think our defender there, 24, was Matt Coffey. Slipped down, and the wide receiver for Charles City, Montag, had a clear lane there, not before Sweska brought him down.
And a well-thrown football by Miller, too.
Exactly.
1st and 10, first snap inside Decorah territory tonight for Charles City. Miller takes, gives to Foster, sweeping right side, turning upfield and along the far side, hash mark, dragged down at the 41-yard line. He'll end up getting 4. Andy Strand and Bryce Pierce in on the stop. It's a gain of 4 yards for Foster.
Good team play there by Charles City to get some blocks up front and push some people back and get 4 yards. Decorah did a pretty good job there. Pierce coming in from his cornerback position, giving some good run support as well.
Defensive ends are Hamilton. And right now, it at the other defensive end is Kyle Hageman. It's Ruiz and Carlin at the tackles now. 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line, and giving on a handoff is Miller to Murray, and Murray got brought down in the backfield by Kyle Hageman and Peter Kephart. A loss of a yard. It's 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Yeah, great job up front. Kyle Hageman holding his ground up front, allowing Peter to sneak in from his linebacker position and make a tackle. Good tag team there of those two guys.
38-0 Decorah, 4.5 to play till halftime. It's third down for Charles City, 3rd and 6 from their 41-yard line. Or from the Decorah 41-yard line. Double wing set, receivers left and right. Miller will be in the pistol. Murray behind him, football in the center of the field. Miller takes off, play action, rolling to his left side, being chased by Hamilton. Got away from him, now runs back to the right, getting blocking, and he's looking to turn upfield. He runs to the 40 and slides to a stop at the 37-yard line. Slid to a stop beneath Kyle Kane's defensive pursuit that time. Miller ran a lot to get 5. 4th and 2. Obvious goal here for Charles City.
Well, they tried a boot play, but Decorah did a good job stringing it out. Miller ran all the way across the field, picked up 5 yards. Also, I mentioned for our listeners, Darren, Decorah's running a non-traditional, kind of a 43 set, if you will, defense here.
4th and 2 from the 37-yard line. Murray gives to Foster right side. Got away from Hamilton, bounces off a defender and gets to the 40-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. Pretty good response. Hamilton caught up from behind to make the tackle. Bryce Pierce was also there, going to mark him at the 35 rather, and it'll be a first down on a gain of 2 yards. So 38-0 the score. And the Comets with a nice drive here, albeit against the number 2s for Decorah. But again, this is great experience for these kids out there because you're facing an actual varsity team and not a JV team.
Credit Coach O on those comments.
First down and 10, 35-yard line. Miller takes the snap on the roll to the right side. Miller fires the right side, and the catch is made. Yes, they're going to give it to him. Murray beneath the coverage of Brady Dowley on the far side in front of the Charles City bench at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of only 2 yards.
Good coverage on the edge. Dawley looked like he was going to undercut the route there and looked like he had a good chance at the football. Hard to tell up here from our vantage point of how close he was, but good defense there to really force Charles City to the boundary on their routes.
Just glad Mark Elbers got the down stick out of the way. 2nd and 8 from the 33, 2:51 to play here in the quarter. 38-0 Decorah. Foster sweeping to the left side. Foster hits the 30-yard line, runs into Holt Johansson and Andy Strand. The others come to help out from there at the 30. It is a gain of 3 yards on the sweep for Foster. It's 3rd down upcoming.
I watched Holt on that whole play, Darren, and that was awesome to watch. They were trying to provide blocks on him. He held his ground, kept on hand fighting, shed the block, and then made a tackle. Great job there by Holt.
Your linebackers right now are Strand and Kyle Kane. Corners Bryce Pierce and Cole Sweska. Short safeties are Dustin Carey and Brady Dowley. The deep safety is Dylan Henning. 3rd down and 6 from the 30. Dropping a throw is Miller. Miller being rushed, rolling to his right side, firing downfield. Catch is made at the 18-yard line. The catch made by Thomas Nairn, brought down by Dustin Carey. It'll be a first down on a gain of 12 yards. Good execution on the pass play. And I tell you what, once Miller gets some time back there, he can do a nice job back there.
Yeah, he's been running for his life the majority of the game there. He settled in. Whittle looked like he was in hot pursuit of him there, but stood his ground, set his feet, as you mentioned, Darren, and threw a nice football in there to pick up a first down.
1:50 to play till halftime. 38-0 Decorah. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Miller takes the snap, gives to Foster, right side, hit at the legs by Kyle Kane, finished off up top by, I believe it was Andy Strand. Yep, and Foster brought down along the far side hash mark at the 17. It's a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9 upcoming. Comets have held the ball since the 9:13 mark of the quarter here, and it's now at the 1:13 mark of the second quarter. 38-0 Decorah, though. Double wing set. Murray stands behind Miller, and now Charles City is going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here during the break. Coming up at halftime, we'll have a Viking sports report. Good results to report from cross country, volleyball, and swimming this week. And swimming will be the halftime feature this week, as we'll talk to Decorah girls swim coach Steph Drews in her first year as swim coach for Decorah. Decorah leading by a count of 38-0 with 1:09 to play here in the first half. And I suppose I better say hello to Mr. Ocho Cinco, Whitley Tesla.
There you go.
Listening in online tonight.
Spirit buttons are on sale for $2.
And we should mention to you, Iowa and UNI tomorrow on our sister station, FM 100.5, 12:30 pregame and a 2:30 kickoff. And Community Day up at Luther College tomorrow. Luther takes on Wheaton. We'll have that for you on this frequency, AM 1240 KWLC tomorrow. Benny O and myself on the call, beginning at 12:50 on 1240.
Enough frequencies there.
Yeah. Repetition with frequency.
There you go.
2nd and 9 from the 17, 1:09 to play till halftime, 38-0 Decorah. Dropping a throw is Miller. Miller with time, throws the left side. His receiver slipped incomplete along the left or near side numbers. Dylan Montag was covered loosely in the Decorah zone by Dustin Carey. It's 3rd and 9.
Ball was there. It looked like Montag was going to make a heck of a catch on his backside there, but that turf a little slippery out there with that dew on the ground, and he slipped and fell down. That was a nicely thrown football, though. It was right there. Just unfortunately for Charles City, Montag fell down.
Cody Carlin now in at the right defensive tackle. 3rd and 9 it'll be from the 17-yard line. Miller takes the snap, rushes on, fires over the middle. Catch made by Murray at the 15, runs ahead inside the 10 and brought down near the 6-yard line. It'll be a first down. They had the middle screen on it and it was executed well. Murray brought down by Destin Carey at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards.
Yeah, a well-designed play, Darren. You saw those red hats getting free, and you wondered if that screenplay was set up. Middle screen set up nicely, had some blockers in front, and picks up the first down for Charles City.
48 seconds to play till halftime, 38-0 Decorah. Comets with a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Miller takes the snap, sweeps to Foster, right side, breaks the tackle of Sean Truan, and gets brought down near the 4-yard line. Comets will take a timeout with 34 seconds to play. It was Josh Carlin and Kyle Kane that converged on the stop. So Foster gives up 3, or gets 3. So the Comets trying to get on the board. This is the deepest penetration for an opponent against Decorah since the Waverly Shellrock score on their last drive of the game. Marion got inside the 20-yard line once. And other than that, it has been no trips in the red zone this year for Decorah opponents.
It's pretty awesome stat.
And you know what? You can say what you want, but you got a lot of kids getting a lot of good experience right now.
Yeah, you do. A lot of guys being baptized under fire a little bit, getting thrown in the mix against some ones, and even though Coach O's not with us, we'll bring his... By
the way, Western Dubuque and Vinton Schillsburg tied 14-all. Approaching halftime there. As Miller takes the snap, rolling out to his left side. Miller looking to turn upfield, dancing to the end zone for the touchdown. 27 seconds left here in the first half as Charles City gets on the board. Miller with a scramble for 3 yards and a score. Nice drive there by Charles City. 38-6 the score. And it looks like the Comets will go for 2 here.
Yeah, that was a boot play, Darren, just off the edge. Nothing special to it. I think he had the option to run or pass the football and chose to tuck and run. Smart idea, got the touchdown.
19 plays, 76 yards, and it took 8 minutes and 47 seconds off the clock. Miller with the double wing set and a split to the right side. Miller will take the snap. He'll roll to his right side, being chased there by Truan. Fires to the end zone, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. The catch made by Brian Foster, so it's 38-8.
Conversion pass, Miller to Foster.
With 26 seconds to play till halftime.
Well, for Charles City, a great drive and a learning experience for the Viking second and third teamers there to to get underneath their belt and understand what it is to play against this Charles City team. And good experience, as you mentioned, Darren, and a good, some good momentum. It seems like this first half has taken a long time because there's been a lot of scoring from Decorah's standpoint, but a good way for momentum to head into the halftime break if you're Charles City.
And realistically, weird things have happened, but talking to Coach Stallsmith this week, he said they've struggled to get wins, but they've played well over these couple of years, and of course they're trying to build on a few things, which you almost, not that you're going to ignore this final 24 minutes of football, John, but you're looking to build on a few things if you're Charles City, and looking to get some momentum because they've got 5 district games left after this, and if they can get some positivity going, who knows, as Arenas will kick it down to Schwartz at the 17-yard line, runs straight ahead to the 25, he's to the 30, cuts it back at the 35, moving straight ahead to the 40, and he'll pile drive forward, carrying tacklers out all the way to the 49-yard line. So Schwartz returns at 32 yards.
Kick return by Drew Schwartz.
And that was a wedge return because the wedge was always 5 yards ahead of Schwartz there.
Yeah, it was. A good job by Drew just to be patient. That was a line drive kick, so he had to wait a little bit. He didn't get a full steam ahead of him before he got going, and give the wedge credit too for being patient, picking up blocks.
So Bryce Pierce will go into a victory formation, and he's going to take the snap from Sean Truan and just take a knee. So 38-8, Decorah leads it at the halftime break, and domination early on and lessons learned in quarter number 2, John.
Yeah, it's a great job getting off to a good start. In a game, as you alluded to earlier, when you're favored by this much, it's good to get out to good starts, which Decorah has been doing, and once again did here tonight. And hopefully you get your ones in there, get them a few more series here in the second half, and when those 2s and 3s hopefully come back in, they'll be a little bit more primed and ready for what Charles City's bringing to the table.
That's John Carlson. I'm Darren Swenson. We're in the Kenneth Olson Memorial Press Box here at Decorah Viking Stadium. It's 38-8 Decorah at the halftime break, and we'll talk to Steph Drews next after we hear from Edward Jones Investment and from Wicks Construction. And defensively, you had a lot of those number 2s in when Charles City went down. How many lessons are those guys learning, getting an opportunity to play as much as they have here early in the season?
Well, they're getting some good game experience. I mean, despite they got the score on that second half, like we told them, you're doing some good things, but you have a breakdown here, and then they get a nice run in, and we're trying to stress to them that down the road we're going to need them. So we got to get some of our little mistakes cleaned up here.
And let's talk about your sophomores. 48-6 victory tonight. Guys, pretty much pretty good in all aspects of the game on the sophomore game tonight.
Yeah, it was a nice victory. Had a chance for some of our second guys to get a lot of extensive experience that we'll need them down the line too here coming up, and very pleased how people played tonight and came together and worked hard.
All right, hopefully you can do some more good things here in the second half, Coach PD, and we'll let you get back to work.
Yep, thank you very much.
Pat Davis, one of the sophomore coaches, joining us here at the halftime break as Decorah leads it 38-8. Decorah will kick off to start the second half. They'll kick off from left to right, so I'd imagine the strategy will be to get your number 1s back in the game, at least for a couple of series, because you have to adjust to the whole halftime adjustment thing and give an opportunity to get some second half reps. B, you just want to make sure, I guess I don't have a point beyond you just want to get them as many reps as possible, and you got to play them at least a series or 2 here in the second half to be fair to those kids.
Yeah, I think you do. You have a good mix and balance, and hopefully your ones start off where they left off, and start out where they left off, if I can talk, and do a good job there.
Yeah. And Josh Lee with the kickoff, and it goes deep, and it'll be a yard deep into the end zone. So, touchback for Josh Lee. First down and 10 for the Charles City Comets, and down 30 points. They can afford to get a little chancy. So Levi Miller and company will move on offense from right to left to start the second half of action. Receivers left and right, a double wing set. Miller, the lone setback. Give on a wingback sweep to Adam Murray, right side, gets buried back inside the 20-yard line to the 18-yard line. Andy Hovden, Austin Ashbacker, Michael Peter, James Osley, Josie Jewell, all there, 2-yard loss.
Well, picking up where they left off again, Darren, outstanding job up front. Tyler Hovey, initially there, Austin Ashbacker doing an outstanding job as well, just pursuing the football up front.
And a new running back in the game for Charles City, that is Savon Jordan. He stands behind Miller in the shotgun. It looks like Decorah might have jumped into the neutral zone. Austin Ashbacker, I believe, was the guilty party. Second penalty of the night for Decorah for 15 yards on the encroachment. It's third down, or second down and 7. It'll be from the 23-yard line. Vikes up there with Andy Hovden, Tyler Hovey, Austin Ashbacker, and Michael Peter on the line. James Osley and Josie Jewell at the linebackers. Short safeties, Nimrod and Smith. Corners, Johnson and Edie. Deep safety is Schwartz. Second and 7. They give us to Savon Jordan. Runs off the left side, hits Andy Hovden, and brought down in the center of the field at the 24-yard line. And he is brought down on the play by Andy Hovden. No gain. Third down and 7.
Outstanding job up front in our 43 hybrid kind of defense, if you will, Darren, of holding the gap. Hovey's held the gap there as well for Hovden to come in and make a nice tackle. Just doing an outstanding job. That front four has been stout all season, showing it right there.
Minute and a half into the ball game, or into the second half, 38-8 the score. Here's Miller throwing the right side. Catch is made as there is a flag down. Catch made by Alex Mitchell out across the 35 to the 37-yard line, but I believe the Comets might have had a guy downfield illegally. Ineligible receiver, Charles City.
Right on the spot there, Swens.
I believe they had about 3 guys downfield illegally. Ineligible receiver against Charles City. That'll be their third penalty of the night. So back them up 5 to a third down and 12 from the 18-yard line. Vikes very good defensively on third downs, as Charles City in the first half was 0-4 on third downs. Viking opponents on third down conversions this year, 6 of 39.
That was a well-designed play that Charles City ran. It just was illegal.
Double wing set. Miller in the pistol. Jordan behind him. Miller takes the snap. Rushes on. He'll roll to his right side. He'll fire the right side. Incomplete. The pass ended up hitting the head linesman near the 22-yard line. Mark Elbers with a diving attempt that was unsuccessful. Murray, the intended receiver. And all in all, a 3-and-out again for this Viking defense.
I think the ball was tipped, Darren, at the line of scrimmage. Good job not of allowing some pressure, but then also getting your hands up and getting the ball tipped.
Miller lines up in the pistol. Now will retreat to a spread punt formation. Murray will go in motion from right to left. Snap back to Miller in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Line drive kick bounces near the 43-yard line and hops onto the track on the Charles City or Faller sideline. They'll mark him at the 43. Or at the 44, punt of 26, no return. Excellent field position. And again for Decorah, 9:47 to play here in quarter number 3. It is first down and 10 for Decorah at the 44-yard line as they lead it 38-8. Brett Johnson split to the left side. Wing back left is Schwartz. Tight end right is Peter. I formation with Johansson and Jewell. Qualley takes the snap, gives on a wingback sweep. No, it's a give to Josie up the middle. He runs to the 30, runs along the near side hash mark. Head and shoulder fake to the outside 20. He's to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 6. The man who dragged him to the sideline was Adam Stout. Josie Jewell doing some things that he's not exactly known for doing on that 38-yard run.
Showing some shake and bake, Swentz. Little Josie Jewell, nice little head and shoulder fake there, a little stop and go, if you will. Left the guy in his tracks and gets inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 6. I formation, wing right, tight end left. Give on a wingback sweep to Schwartz, left side, runs to the 5 and gets bent back from there. The man he ran into on the play was Connor Spading. They're going to mark him near the 5, call it a gain of a yard.
Well, pretty good job there from Charles City of flowing to the football, Darren. We had a brigade of blockers out there, but the linebacker came in, swooped in, and really Schwartz had no opportunity there as Charles City had a good lateral pursuit there, if you will, to the edge.
9-minute mark, third quarter, 38-8 Decorah. Second and goal from the 5. Johnson split to the near right side. Wing back right is Schwartz. Tight end left is Peter. I formation with Josie and with Holt Johansson. Give to Johansson left side. Drag down inside the 5 near the 3-yard line. Luke Johnson was there. Also first to the football was Derek LaPlease from his defensive tackle position. It is a gain of 2, so a third down upcoming for Decorah.
Well, once again, Darren, the last 2 plays, Charles City's did a really good job of getting off blocks and not allowing a whole lot of room to operate at the point of attack for Decorah. And give Holt credit for running hard, just really know where to go with the football.
3rd and 3. Third and goal from the 3. Qualley takes, gives to Josie right side. No, he keeps it behind. Josie's blocking. Touchdown, Jake Qualley. Josie Jewell as a lead blocker just obliterated Brian Foster, leading the path for Qualley, who gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. It's 44-8 Decorah.
Well, Josie's obliterated about 3 guys tonight on blocks and showed it right there. Foster, I think, maybe just fell down, maybe wet his pants too.
44 yards and 4 plays, 1:35 off the clock. Josh Lee for the PAT. Bryce Pierce will hold, and Peter Kephart will snap it. Snap back, loved by Pierce, and Josh Lee's PAT is up and good. And now the clock will get out of the freezer. It will be running. 45-8. Decorah on top by a 37-point margin. With 8:12 to play, and we'll keep it here during the break. And number 1 offense, and actually the offense as a whole, 7 for 7 with scoring and drives tonight, and 6 of them touchdowns.
Yeah, it's been a great job of really clicking. Anytime you come out of a halftime, Darren, defense gets a 3 and out. Offense comes on the field and does a good job of grinding the football. Set up by a big Josie Jewell run, and a good job by them to just finish off the drive with the touchdown.
So the Vikings, for the 4th time in as many games, will get the running clock situation once the ball is touched on the kickoff. Cheerleaders getting a workout, doing 48 exercises in front of us, or 45, as Josh Lee's kick will bounce at the 15, taken by Mitchell at the 6, runs to his right, 10, 15, far sideline, he's to the 20, 25, nice move around a defender across the 30, coughs up the football, and does Decorah have it? They do! Kyle Kane, I believe, came out of there with that football. He did. Mitchell with a nice return, but ball possession wasn't secured, and Decorah will have possession.
Well, he set up the sideline return, Darren, and they had good interference out there for him. He broke a couple tackles, but just was carrying it in the breadbasket a little bit too high, and good job by the Vikes to be Johnny on the spot and pick up the loose ball, and right there was Kyle Kane.
And the offense back on the field with a short field again, 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, 7:59 to play and counting here in the third quarter of a 45-8 score. Quali takes, gives up the middle to Johansson, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Johansson untouched, 51-8 Decorah, 7:47 to play here in the third.
Johansson.
Well, clear sailing. You got to give credit up front, Darren. The blocking, again, just superb up front, all the way across the board. It doesn't matter if it's power, quick side. Everybody doing a great job of causing interference, and Holt goes in untouched.
And this time it'll be Bryce Pierce for the PAT. Quali will hold, and Kephart will snap it. 7th touchdown of the night, and this is the 3rd time Pierce will try the PAT. High snapped, gloved nicely by Quali, and the kick is up, and it is good. It is 52-8 Decorah. We have 7:47 left here in the third quarter, and let's take a timeout for the good folks at Brince's Sales and Service. Mitchell returns it at the 8-yard line, trying to cut it back near the 25-yard line, and Michael Savarov brought him down at that point. So it's first down at 10 for Charles City as the clock will run. Mitchell returns it from the 9 to the 25-yard line. Vikes with a lot of new faces in the game. Sean Truan, Josh Carlin, McKinley McCabe, and Michael Savarov up front. Peter Kephart, Andy Strand at the linebacker position. Give is to Adam Murray, runs the right side, turns upfield across the 25 and dragged to the sideline near the 28-yard line. It was Peter Kephart from his linebacker position bringing him down, and obviously Decorah's got good linebackers with Josie Jewell and James Astley. Tell you what, Keppy's doing a nice job in there as well tonight.
Yeah, he's been in on a lot of tackles. I think Sean Truan was also running across the field there from his defensive line end position there as well. So good to see Decorah flowing to the football there on the sweep play to the edge.
Sweska and Pierce at the corners. It is Johansson and Dolly and Henning at the safety. 2nd and 7 from the 28. Give to Savon Jordan. Runs off right guard across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tripped up there by Andy Strand. It is a gain on the play of 8 yards and a first down, and a new cavalry coming in for Decorah. 8 new players coming in at once.
Yeah, quite a few guys coming in. Savon Jordan, good team play right there up the middle, and
Dalton Mott in at the right defensive end right now. Right defensive tackle is Riley Rue. Jacob Garza at the left defensive tackle. Give to Savon Jordan, running off the left side, looking to turn upfield. He gets to the 40, to the 45, near side numbers to the 50. Shoved to the sideline in the vicinity of the 42-yard line. Right, chased to the sideline by Matt Coffey, so Jordan showing a little shiftiness that time with a gain of 24 and a first down.
Well, that was...
and Decorah going to take a timeout here.
We are a guy short on the play, Swens. Go ahead. This
is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah. Darren Swenson, John Carlson with Class 3A District 5 football tonight, 51-8. Decorah leading with 5:30 to play here in the third quarter. Continue your thought, John.
Well, I was just saying right there, Decorah was playing on that last snap. We're playing with 9 guys on the field. So, anyways, nonetheless, that Jordan kid for Charles City had some burst of speed to the edge.
Did. Savon Jordan coming in with 3 rushes and 3 yards on the season, so he's added to that total. Left defensive tackle is Kelvin Baumler here. And now Easton Schmitz is in at a linebacker, as is Dalton Mull. New corners in and new safeties in as well. We'll get those in a second. 1st and 10, 42. Give to Savon Jordan. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. Bammed down, if you will, by Jacob Garza.
Yes, Garza coming in, doing a good job staying home and making a good sure-handed tackle from his defensive tackle position.
And Bryce Pierce coming out of the game at a corner. Cole Rohrer is in. Dylan Korsness at a short safety. Dustin Carey at one of the safeties, and at the deep safety is Matt Coffey. 2nd and 8 from the 40. Give off the right side. Murray turns upfield inside the 40. Ridden down nicely at the 37-yard line by Dalton Mull. Murray gets 3. Brian Downing coming in. Cody Carlin as well as Sean Denning. The rest of the lineup, Dustin Carey, Dylan Korsnes. Also in there right now is Kellen O'Shea. Coffee at a deep safety. Kellen O'Shea is at a corner, and Cole Rohrer is in another corner right now. 3rd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. Miller takes off play action, rolling to his right side, firing down the middle. Leaping grab is made by Murray as he is brought down at the 24-yard line on the far side. Hash marked by Dylan Korsnes. Miller to Murray for a gain of 12 and a first down. Well thrown football and a better catch.
Yeah, a good job rolling the pocket there by Miller, and Murray just sat down in the Viking zone, made a nice catch, went up at the highest point and grabbed the football.
Down inside of 4 minutes to play here in the third, 51-8 Decorah. And here is the give and a sweep to the left side in Foster. Foster moves ahead to the 21-yard line.
Brian Foster.
And he was tripped up there by Brian Downing.
At the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Downing got him, and it looked like Dalton Mott finished him off, Swens.
A lot of new numbers again. Coaching staff doing a good job of getting everybody in. And Murray gets the handoff on the sweep to the right side, bouncing right to the 15. He's to the 10, to the 5. Murray lunging to the goal line. He is down at the 1-yard line. Murray gets a 1st and goal. Dustin Carey, as well as Calvin Baumler, brought him down. Murray gets 24.
Good team sweep play to the edge. And good interference out front provided by Charles City there as well to get down inside Decorah's 1-yard line.
Double wing set, receivers left and right. Murray in motion. He'll get the handoff, sweeping right, lunging to the goal line. Second effort gets him in for the touchdown. So Murray on a 1-yard touchdown plunge makes it 52-14. 75 yards in 8 plays, taking 5 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. Of course, that's all with running clock. And even if you make the 2-point conversion here, it's still going to be running clock as Miller takes fade pattern left side going for Montag, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Nice play by Cole Rohrer that time. 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. It is 52-14 Decorah. And let's take a break for Paul Hudson, your State Farm insurance agent. 51-14. I've been saying 52. I guess Bryce missed that last extra point. Apologize for the confusion there. But nonetheless, the Decorah Vikings lead at 51-14, 2:35 to play here in the third quarter. Basically been all Decorah. They have scored 6 touchdowns and 1 field goal in the 7 times they have had the ball tonight. Jose Arenas will kick off from right to left to restart the ball game. As Arenas will kick it on the ground. Will go all the way to Cole Sweska at the 24, runs up the hash mark, bounces right to the outside, 30, 40, and he's to the 50-yard line and brought down. They're going to mark him at the 46, and Sweska with a nice return. And we'll get some new numbers into the game.
Looking to the sideline.
As Sweska will give Decorah a great field position once again, but that's been par for the course no matter who's been playing this year. Decorah with very few snaps in their own territory tonight at halftime. At halftime, Decorah's average starting field position was the Charles City 40-yard line. First down and 10, 46-yard line. To the left side will go Sean Denning. To the right side, Brady Dolly. I formation, Sam Johnson and Dylan Korsnes. Give to Dylan Korsnes right side, and he gets clapped and brought down right near the 43-yard line. It is Jose Arenas as well as Luke Johnson who brought him down. A loss of 2 on the previous play. Second down upcoming.
Yeah, right there, our defensive line and linebackers just flew to the football for Charles City. Really no blocking up front by Decorah right there, so got to get some more blocks up front and keep holding those blocks, as PD was telling you at halftime.
Easton Schmitz is the center. Power side of the line is Kyle Hageman and also Matthew Whittle. That's on the power side right now. Give us to Sam Johnson off left guard, tripped up near the line of scrimmage, and down he goes near the 44-yard line. The quick tackle right now is Nicholas Gosling, and I believe it is Sawyer Wise at that quick guard right now. So a gain of 0 on the previous play, on the play to Johnson. So third down more than 10, third down 11 plus actually from the 44-yard line. 51-14 Decorah. This is probably going to be the final play of quarter number 3. Split backs in the backfield, Korsnes and Johnson. Wing back right side is Dolly, tight end left side, Devin Jostand. Drop it to throw is Pierce. Swings it out left side, going for Korsnes. Incomplete. Korsnes got tangled up momentarily with Alex Mitchell, and the pass went wide of the mark. So that's going to be the third quarter of play. The Decorah Vikings will lead 51-14 as we go to the fourth quarter, and let's take a break for Kelly Real Estate.
In the third quarter.
DJ E-Train getting his jump around on.
I didn't realize we were in Madison, Swentz.
As we go to the fourth quarter, 51-14, Decorah on top, as the punt unit getting some work for the first time tonight. James Osley will receive the snap from Peter Kephart, and back deep will be Foster and Mitchell for Charles City. Line of scrimmage to 45, snap back, chin high, and Osley moves forward and gets a boomer away. Foster makes the catch at the 6-yard line, runs through his right to the 10. He's hit by Peter Kephart and corralled by the rest of the special teams unit at the 13-yard line. So the punt that time goes 50 yards, and return goes 5. So first down and 10 at that point with 11:33 to play, as Charles City will have it at their own 13-yard line.
Great job there, Darren Osley. We've been pretty sound in the kicking game, and Osley showed it again right there.
And the nice thing is you haven't had a heck of a lot of opportunities. As it's taking the snap is Miller. Miller throws to his right side, threw it at the feet of his intended receiver, Murray, incomplete. Second down upcoming. Charles City going to go to 0-4, and they will head back into district competition next week. Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right. Miller in the pistol, Murray behind him. Miller dropping back to throw, throwing deep down the right sideline, and it's an over-the-shoulder grab made by Thomas Narum, who beat the coverage of Kellen O'Shea on the near side near the 47-yard line in Charles City territory. And it's, or in Decorah territory, it's a gain of 30 and a first down. Well-thrown football. First and 10 for the Comets from the 47. Taking the snap is Miller. Miller with time, rolling out to his right side. He'll throw it short of the mark, incomplete, going for Stout, covered by Korsnes. It's second down upcoming.
And on that catch, Darren, Naren made a heck of an adjustment to the football, too. That was a nice grab.
So second down and 10 upcoming for Charles City from the Decorah 47-yard line. 51-14, Decorah on top, 9:36 and counting, as Decorah has reached the point of having the running clock. Kevin Downing into the game as part of a 3-man line. Decorah has only got 10 on the field. Here is a snap to Miller that is short. He'll throw to the outside, incomplete. The intended receiver was Zach Rye, and Brighton Meyer was in the secondary. It's third down upcoming.
Anytime you're on that shotgun formation there and you have a few of those blunders every game, in most cases at the high school level, and right there, fortunately for Charles City, it fell right into Miller's lap and was still able to get off the play.
And how often does it happen when you go under center every play? Few, if ever. Third down at 10, 47-yard line, 8:50 to play. Drop of the throw is Miller. Miller with time, throwing deep down the left sideline, going for Brighton Meyer, incomplete, but he's going to get a flag as he was covered by Montag. Brighton never turned around to look for the ball. That's face guarding, and it'll be a 1st and 10 from the Decorah 32 for Charles City.
If he just turns his head a little bit, Darren, it's no penalty.
If he turns his head, he probably gets a pick there, in all honesty.
Probably, yep.
So
that's what learning's about, though, Sweat.
Exactly.
And
Decorah 244 yards of total offense. That field position statistic.
Line of scrimmage was the
Decorah averaging the Charles City 41. Charles City averaging their own 41. So that was even more ridiculous than it was last week. That's 38-yard change every time you get the ball.
Wow.
Charles City will be home to Iowa Falls Alden. That's another rule that's, I think, misunderstood by fans. You see it on Sundays, and that's a spot foul. It's only a 15-yard penalty in that situation. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line. 7:40 to play as the clock continues to run. 51-14 Decorah. They put 47 on the board last week. They put 51 on the board with 7 touchdowns, a field goal, and a missed extra point. Miller takes the snap, drops back to throw, throws to the outside. Catch made by Montag near the 22-yard line beneath the coverage of Brighton Meyer. It'll be a first down as a new unit coming into the game for Decorah. As the line change complete now. Miller takes the snap, drops back to throw, rushes on. He'll throw the right side, breaking open his stout, but the pass too long, incomplete. Up front, it's Sam Johnson. Up front, it's Kyle Hageman. Calvin Baumler, as well as Sawyer Wise up front. Dylan Korsness in the secondary, as well as Cole Rohr. Dustin Carey, Brighton Meyer, and Matt Coffey in the secondary. Right now, the linebackers are Dalton Mull and Sean Denning. 2nd and 10 from the 22. Drop it a throw is Miller. Screen pass over the middle. Catch made by Murray. Flag is down. He runs to his right at the 15. He's to the 10, to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown. But I believe Charles City had too many men downfield illegally prior to the snap of the ball. Now, if that ball was completed beyond the line of scrimmage, you can't have men downfield illegally. But if it was behind the line of scrimmage, that is a legal play. But the pass was caught at the 20. And the line of scrimmage was the 22. Second time that Charles City has been caught with their hand in the cookie jar there. 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 back to the 20, or second down and 15 back to the 27 as we're down to 5:40 to play.
Well-designed play against Wentz. Just got
to get your lineman to time that up a little better. Receivers left and right, slot left, slot right. Miller in the shotgun. Murray to his right. Miller takes the snap, bringing right side and going for his man, and the catch is made but out of bounds by Thomas Nerum, covered by Coffey and Rohr in the near side near the 2. It's third down upcoming. Levi Miller, the junior quarterback, and tell you what, I like the potential in this kid, John. Granted, long ways to go, but a lot to build on as well.
Yeah, you know, when you're running this type of offense, new system, trying to get it implemented, you're always going to run into some errors.
And here's the screen pass left side. Catch made by Arenas inside the 15, down to the 10-yard line. As Tackle on the play by Kelvin Baumler. It's a gain of about 14. It's going to be a 4th down as Arenas, who is the normal kicker, caught that pass. And actually, it's going to be a 1st down with 4.5 to play. 1st down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Clock stopped for some reason. 1st and 10 from the 13. Miller takes the snap, swings it out right side. Catch made by Merrim at the 15 and dragged down nicely. Good open field tackle by Kellen O'Shea at the 11-yard line there. Gain of 2.
Good job in support there on the edge. Kellen O'Shea doing a good job wrapping up and bringing down.
4:08 to play. 51-14 the score. Drop to throw is Miller. Miller throws the left side. Intercepted Brighton Meyer. Time 10, 15, 20 and brought down. Brighton Meyer with the 4th takeaway of the night for the Vikings. Read the play very nicely, picked off the pass. He had visions of 6. He was only 74 yards away.
He was almost there, Swentz.
Interception, Brighton Meyer.
And good job there by Brighton to undercut the route. Was right there and was reading the quarterback's eyes. A good job by him after giving up the pass interference, coming back and redeeming himself. That's a good job of him keeping his head in the game.
Dalton Mull into the game at quarterback for Decorah. With 3:21 left in this one, Easton Schmitz will be the center. Want to head down, John?
Well, doesn't matter.
Why don't you? 1st down 10, 27-yard line. Give off the right side to the fullback, Sam Johnson, and Sam gets ahead to the 30-yard line. Michael Savaroff coming in, as well as Riley Rue.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Johnson gets a gain of 3 on the previous play, actually 4 out to the 29-yard line, so 2nd down and 9 upcoming. Cole Rohrer back in the lineup. Easton Schmitz is the center. I think it's Kevin Downing on the quick tackle position right now. 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Mole takes the snap, gives to Savaroff left side, breaks a tackle near the 30 and gets bent back from the 32-yard line. The tackle credit to Seth Nickel. And it's 3rd down and about 3 to go as we're down to 2:15 to play. Vikes have had 8 possessions tonight or 9 possessions tonight, 7 touchdowns and a field goal. So we've sent John Carlson down to the sideline for the Bill Post game show. 3rd down and about 4 from the 33-yard line. Mole takes the snap, keeps it on the belly, runs to the right side, lost his footing, takes a hit and gets buried near the 33-yard line. Bonwell brought him down. Mole able to get 2, and now the number 1 punt unit getting some work. Once again, Osley's first punt was an absolute bomb, 50 yards. With 1:30 to play in this one, 51-14. Vikes led 35-0 at the end of the first quarter. Really never looked back from the get-go tonight. And I think the Vikings short a man. No, they are not. They've got enough people as Osley snap back in good shape. He'll move forward, get the kick away. Another nice kick as Charles City didn't have anybody back that time. It bounces near the 24 and will go at the 19-yard line and be down right there. So another nice punt for James Osley, 48 yards, no return. Down to 54 seconds to play, so the Comets are going to have to hurry if they want to get something going here. 1st down and 10 at the 19-yard line. Vikings up front with Matthew Whittle. Also Sam Johnson up front, Sean Truan, that's Jacob Garza up front, and Riley Rue up front. Dalton Mull and Easton Schmitz at the linebacker position. Corners are Kellen O'Shea and Brighton Meyer. And the safety is Dustin Carey. Dalton Mull is at one of the short safeties, and Matthew Coffey is at a long safety. Timeout, Charles City. 15 seconds to play. Let's take a break for Winneshiek Mutual Insurance and for Bob Standard. Give to Savon Jordan running off the right side across the 25 and knocked back from the 25-yard line. Savon Jordan knocked back on the play, and that is going to be that. Decorah goes to 4-0 on the season with another impressive performance, a 51-14 win in the district crossover game tonight. As Decorah defeats Charles City, they led 35-0 at the end of the first quarter, led 38-8 at the halftime break, and not a lot of drama in this one, as Decorah goes to 4-0. And again, we talked about it earlier, when you come into some of these games as heavy favorites.
Next Friday, Decorah plays at West Delaware. That game is scheduled to be televised on Channel 9.2. 2 weeks from tonight, back home, homecoming, Vinton Schellsburg. Luther College at home tomorrow, 1 o'clock against Wheaton.
You always wonder if you're going to be focused and you're going to be ready to go these last couple of weeks. That's definitely been the case for this Decorah team, and you got a lot of kids, a lot of valuable experience, and I mean, you can look at giving up 14 points tonight, but you're getting a lot of kids, a lot of varsity valuable experience tonight. So John Carlson is waiting for Bill Post down the sidelines. Total yardage actually ended up pretty close tonight, 250 for Decorah, 197 for Charles City. Charles City with 120 through the air, 77 on the ground. Decorah 228 yards through the air and 22 on the ground. Let's head down to the sidelines. John Carlson is ready to go with Coach Bill Post.
Got off to another great start tonight. Really did a good job starting the game. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, it went. Our guys played a lot better. Not better. I guess we were able to move the ball much more effectively against them than I anticipated we would. When we got the ball and scored, the first 3 times in a row, it kind of took the wind out of their sails. We had, again, good special teams play on our punt returns. We got some really good yardage and good returns on that. Our kicking game was really solid. They were clicking pretty much on most of the cylinders that we did. I was really happy with how the boys turned out and the effort they made. You always wonder about going into a games. The previous games that had turned out so easily, you win them. So wonder, are we going to be, we're going to be up for the game, or are we just going to be kind of content with what we've done? And we worked hard this week to keep our focus, and the guys kept their focus. I thought we came out and played very well, very hard, very aggressive, and took it right to them.
And for the 2s and 3s, some 4s in the ball game. What does that do for your team as far as practice goes during the week? Does that promote some more competition for those spots, or what does that do for your ball club?
Well, I think it makes our guys realize, those guys that are 3s and 4s right now that are getting in, that they have a lot of work to do yet to get up there to be where they, to be in the 1s and the 2 area. They're learning that we made a lot of mistakes when those guys were in there, but they're trying to get better, and we pointed things out to them, and we'll just keep pointing it out to them, and hopefully they'll continue to get better. But it's fun to see all these guys get in and play. They practice all week long, and a lot of weeks, a lot of years you don't get in there like that. So they're pretty fortunate. We've got a really fine first and second units, and they really work hard to try to help these guys make it to get into the game, and I'm very happy for that. Coaches did a great job again getting prepared for this. The kids worked hard this week, so it culminated in a good turnout tonight.
Well, we appreciate your time, and looking forward to going down to West Delaware next week.
Yeah, that'll be another whole story again, going down to that place. It's a kind of a different atmosphere, a different type of thing. So we got a lot of work to do to get ready for that one. But thank you.
We appreciate it, and thanks again for your time.
Thanks.
All right, back up to you, Darren.
And the stats a little misleading tonight, but nonetheless, it is that field possession thing. Decorah average starting at the Charles City 44-yard line. Charles City average starting at their own 20-yard line. That and the fact that they were +4 in the turnover ratio tonight, and You got on board with Charles City early. You got on top of them early, and really never let them into the ball game after the first few possessions, John. Take two.
Hey, we'll get there. No, really no doubt in this one. As Coach Host alluded to, just really got off to a great start and started fast, and that's exactly what you want to do. And then, when those second, third teamers came in, they did a great job as well. And then starting off the second half, doing a good job getting a defensive stop, and then also getting a score right away as well helps your cause big time. And so hopefully this will break over and keep on rolling next week, going into a hostile environment down in West Delaware Hawk Country. I'm sure Mr. Vasky will be ready for you and for us down there at good old Hawk Country. Of course, it's homecoming down there. What else is new? Vasky told me this summer that's the only way they can beat us if they schedule us during homecoming. So, anyways.
And that's their radio guy, and you're quoting.
Exactly.
We can't give any bulletin board material out.
Exactly. So,
a couple other scores, by the way, in the district. End of the third quarter, Cresco leading Owine 27-13. Also, Western Dubuque, fourth quarter, leading Vinton Schellsburg 34-14. Independence was trailing West Delaware at the halftime break 35-0. And as you go forward, it's going to be interesting to see. Normally, when things go easy as they have been, normally when things go as smoothly as they have been for a football team, you wonder how you're going to approach week number 5. I think it's a perfect time to have that West Delaware game because as of right now, and I'm not saying in history, and people may disagree with me on that, and if people want to call me out on that, that's fine. As of right now, it's Decorah's best football rivalry. And you know darn well these kids are going to be up to play a West Delaware football team and do a lot of the good things that they have been doing to this point. Are you going to have to play 4 quarters next week? You're probably going to.
Well, that's kind of what I was talking to the guys when I went down the sideline. I said, geez, you're going to have to actually play 4 quarters next week. And as you mentioned, Darren, that'll be a good test for them to see. No discredit to any of the 4 teams that you've played up until this point. But, and let's face it, Darren, West Delaware is going to be jacked up for the game. They're going to be excited to, they have a sour taste in their mouth after coming up here and, finishing their season on this field last year. They're going to want to prove everybody wrong and that they're a team to be reckoned with. So it's going to be a good, hard fought game next week down at Manchester. And last year, obviously, Decorah went down there. And after that game, a lot of people were wondering, okay, how's this Decorah team going to battle the rest of the year? And
they did.
Well.
By the way, West Delaware won it 42-0 tonight.
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, it's just it'll as you said, Darren, a great test in the middle of the season, a good Week 5 game, if you will, and I'm excited for it. Excited to get down there with you and Coach next week, and looking forward to working with you both again.
And Western Dubuque has defeated Vinton Schellsburg 35-14. So Owine and Cresco, the only game still going on in the district. Owine leads that one by a 27-13 margin early in the fourth quarter. Well, John, fun working with you tonight. Fun to watch a good night of Decorah football, a 51-14 win over Charles City, and looking forward to a trip down to Manchester next week.
Well, hopefully we'll provide a better trip than last year on the way home, and hopefully Dad Man will bring us better luck this time. So
exactly. Grandkid or football, you decide.
Exactly. So enough said with that.
All righty. The final score tonight, the Decorah Vikings beat the Charles City Comets by a 51-14 margin. Many people making it possible tonight. First and foremost, our advertisers, good Fortnite people who helped us bring the game wherever you work.